What happens when a pair of married and long-struggling actors realize that they could put their talent to a much more lucrative use? Grab a seat for Norm Foster's self-help at the Ottawa Little Theatre and you'll learn just how funny the answer to that question is.
Give us 2 minutes, we'll answer one question. Should you see it?
Self-help opens with Hal and Cindy Savage at the lowest point in their acting careers. There, an idea is born. Fast forward 8 years later, and they have turned their art into a business. They've transformed themselves into uber successful and uber rich self-help gurus. Sadly, the authors of The Savage Way are at a rough spot in their marriage. This is the perfect setup for Hal to find Cindy in a compromising position with the gardener who, naked as the day he was born, dies on the spot. Hal and Cindy are then left to deal with both the issues in their marriage and having to get rid of the body of a man who, as it turns out, is sought by police. This all happens in the first 20 minutes of the play, and as they say, hilarity ensues from there on in. Dale McEachern is a huge standout as Hal Savage. His facial expressions and physical comedy make it difficult not to look at him constantly. Chantal Plante as Cindy delivers also a very good performance, though slightly less bold. Both have a great capacity to let go and just be plain silly, which is exactly what a farce like this requires. Cindy Beaton is another standout as Bernice, the Savage's newly employed, somewhat spacey, and quite nervous maid. She delivers solid laughs and also impresses with her sense of physical comedy and timing. Quite simply put, she's hilarious and I loved her. Director Joan Sullivan Eadie does quite a job with staging and her cast. The pacing is tight and the laughs come fast and furious. So much so that after the first hour you're left wondering, wow, where did all the time go? There were a few places where things could have been a little tighter to maximize that funny, but that only means that self-help will generate even more laughs as the play runs on. Eadie ensured to pepper the play with belly laugh-inducing sight gags and slapstick that I adored. Also, shout out to Tom Pidgeon, self-help set designer, for exceptional work in that department. Follow The Savage Way and say out with the doubt to seeing this play. Self-help runs till April 10th at the Ottawa Little Theatre. Details below. What did you think? Did The Savage Way improve your life? Or maybe you just want to tell us how you'd get rid of a dead gardener. Tell us in the comments below or join the discussion over on our website, productionottawa.com, where you'll also find a ton of other local coverage. If we're not talking about it, it's not happening.